Hi, my name is Roman Suharenko. I'm the founder of Boost My Brand. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about an influencer marketing campaign that I ran with Verizon and Upfluence. And it wasn't just any influencer campaign. It was focused on gaming accessories through utilizing platforms like Twitch and YouTube, currently kind of underutilized platforms. So I'm going to be going into detail about the good, the bad, and the ugly, on things that I could have done better, on things that look very promising. Stay tuned. So the telltale signs of platforms such as Facebook going downhill is how accessible they make it to people and to influencers. We can see the same is happening with Instagram, and we can probably see the same thing happening to TikTok right now. So take advantage of it while it's hot. But right now, YouTube and more importantly, Twitch are really underutilized. Of course, you're saying YouTube, everybody's on it, but influencer marketing is just slowly starting to seep its way through it. Influencer marketing within Twitch is very difficult because it's not easy to promote the product. And they do that on purpose because the users on there are called the Untouchables. These users are typically people who have ad blocks on and they don't really watch commercials or TV or Netflix or any other platform. They really just game and they watch their favorite streamers. We're talking about new demographic that a lot of companies are not even looking at yet. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we were able to touch base on Twitch users, the Untouchables. We were actually able to do this through merchandising play. A little backstory. Verizon had gaming accessories they desperately needed to sell, and traditional marketing just wasn't cutting it. So we decided to test some things out. And by the way, testing is super important in influencer marketing. We're so fresh to it. We actually don't even know what the future is going to hold. It's definitely not just 15-second TikTok videos, I'm telling you. We actually engaged with influencers with the help of a company called Upfluence. You can check them out in the link below. And we did this by hiring influencers who were the top of their game for gaming. Now, this was a little bit strange to me because, to be honest with you, I actually don't really game. But I do understand when there's an opportunity in the market. So we actually got some influencers named Cinemassacre, Trick2G, and other Twitch influencers that you probably have never heard of. But collectively, they have 5 million followers, just Trick2G and Cinemassacre. These are audiences that are virtually untapped. So the days of just getting a random bikini influencer to promote your stuff that's not super relevant are just over. So let me take you through it. The Twitch influencer would be promoting the product mid-live stream. It seems super organic. They usually made it funny or interesting for their audience. And they would tell the audience, hey, listen, if you like me and you want my merchandise, something with my face on it, please go to Verizon and buy a product. The level of the product depends on the level of the merchandise you get. Pretty simple. They would later actually replay this on YouTube, which they would upload. And they would include that advertising. So not only was it on the live stream, but it would be on the YouTube video playback as well. And actually, a lot of the comments that we saw were praising it. They actually liked this type of advertising. It was funny and interesting to them. Imagine that. The viewer would then go to a landing page that we created where they would sign up, and then they would be prompted to the product page where they would choose the item. We actually created this internal system in order to give us that feedback, so we're able to see what kind of product they bought without disclosing customer information to anyone, because there's serious regulations and rules within big companies. So then we would get that feedback, they would purchase it, it would go to our bottom line, and then we would send out the merchandise. It was really that simple. Because this was a pilot, we learned a lot, and not all of it was positive. I did it so that you don't have to. Here's 3 things that I've learned. Number 1, year-long contracts actually work much better with top performers. So my recommendation, after you understand who's actually very successful in all of your influencers, because not all of them are going to be, do a year-long contract with them. It's going to reduce the cost significantly, and you're able to work with them for longer. The second, get your own supply chain for the merchandise. If you're sure you're going to be providing this merchandise, get those really good agreements. Get your own designers, get your own products, because if you leave it up to the influencer, it's going to cost probably triple, quadruple, and it's going to empty out your bank account. The third, it might not apply to everyone, but please, please, please check on the system because there are so many things that go wrong. For example, new customers couldn't actually get through into the store and make a purchase. Only reoccurring customers could. So we lost out on quite a bit of sales and we found out way too late. So in conclusion, please make sure that these systems work, run them through multiple tests. So we were able to generate a sales channel that would lead to $20 million in sales per quarter. We were able to figure out so much data, such as what the users were purchasing, what they were comfortable with purchasing. For example, we found out that actually there were users at that $150 to $300 range who were interested in purchasing. We were able to break down that demographic and understand who are they and can we get more money out of them. Really, that is what we're working at. Anything in digital marketing is all about the data because we're no longer in the times of the billboards where you don't know who clicked on what or who saw what, besides maybe a number or a code that they would call. Now you can actually see so much information on that person and you can retarget them. And that actually comes to my next point. One of the most crucial things in digital marketing is having a great email funnel, email campaign. On average, it takes about 5 touch points before you can make a sale. And you know what? That's actually not that much. If you're able to get a sign up from a user and give them information through an email funnel, and then eventually they'll purchase, I think that's a win. So you can no longer track the success of a campaign on just a small quarter by quarter basis. You can actually get someone sign up in the beginning of the year and then sell it to them at the end of the year. These campaigns are very successful. So if you're looking for strategies on influencer marketing, I really highly recommend using a platform that is able to help you understand these influencers. Be able to understand what kind of budgets they can work with and utilize strategies that are out of the box. Maybe I haven't even thought about it. Merchandising is just one aspect of it. So if you like this content, please subscribe, and I look forward to giving you more content in the future.